This has been a dream of mine for 7 years. I don't even know what to think. I mean, 1 week from today, I'll be on a flight to my new home.
Hey beautiful people, my name is Arnold. If you're here, you probably either know me or you're interested in Europe. And so am I. I'm very excited to share this journey with you. And in this video, I'm going to break down several things. The trouble I faced in moving to Europe, the reasons I decided to move, my unique motivations for moving, where I'm moving, and finally, what makes the city I'm moving to so special. Before we get started with the fun stuff, let me share a little bit about my background. I was born and raised in Macon, Georgia. I went to college out of high school in Vermont. I went to a school called Middlebury College before transferring to Baylor University. I graduated from Baylor with an undergrad degree in accounting, and I used my degree to pursue my career for 2 years in Dallas. I love all things travel, all things sports, and pretty much any food I can get my hands on. My decision to completely turn my life upside down and move to Europe really came down to one thing. In 50 years, when I recount to my life, I didn't want this to be a what-if moment. So I'm moving, and I can't wait to share this journey with you. Moving halfway around the world, there's several problems that I faced. I didn't know anyone in Europe, I didn't know where to move in Europe, and so many other things. I spent a month watching YouTube videos of over 100 European cities, and in the fall of 2023, I visited the final 5 cities on my list. This led me to ultimately choose the city that I'm moving to. This city right here. But I want to share some of the growing pains with you of picking this city. I've always thought one of the beautiful things about Europe is that every country has its unique culture. There are countries in Europe smaller than the state of Rhode Island who speak their own language, have their own culture, and their own societal norms. I say all this to point out that picking a city is no small feat. I mentioned earlier that the ultimate deciding factor for me was the thought of myself in 50 years wondering what if I had. Although this tilted the fulcrum towards moving, there were many other reasons as well. Let me explain. I found myself in June of 2023 in a lull. I had just started a new job. My job was fine, but I wanted more. I didn't truly love the city I was in. I was still young and single. This got me thinking of my dream to move to Europe that began in the fall of 2017. In the fall of 2017, I visited Prague in the Czech Republic and Copenhagen, Denmark. And oh, how I fell in love. I wrote about this story in my first blog post, linked below. Anyways, I took a live autopsy of my current scenario, and the results solidified in my brain that I was moving 5,000 miles away from home by myself. When I visited the 5 final cities in the fall of 2023, I kept finding myself thinking, how am I going to meet people? Well, hello grad school. Yes, I'm going to grad school, and yes, I'm pumped. There are so many experiences that I hope to gain during my master's program, but here are a few of the important ones. I want to learn Slovenian, a new language. I want to build a global network. I want to fall in love with the culture and expand my knowledge. Well, by now I'm sure you're wondering, where the heck am I going? So without further ado, drum roll, Ljubljana, Slovenia. Have you heard of it? Most people I've talked to have no idea where it's at. So let me fill you in. Slovenia is a country of about 2.1 million people. It is nestled in between Italy, Croatia, Hungary, and Austria. The capital city, Ljubljana, is home to around 280,000 people. The old town is full of beautiful cobblestone streets. Running through the heart of the city is Ljubljanka River, meaning to love. The city is guarded by Ljubljana Castle, which sits on Castle Hill overlooking the city. On my visit, I fell in love with the market in the city center, the cafes lining the river, and the beautiful medieval churches. This beautiful, quiet, and green country will be my home for at least the next 2 years. I'll be sharing my entire experience here. As a first-time expat living in Europe, the contrasting differences between American and Slovenian cultures, many of the intricacies that make Slovenia an amazing place, and my travel to other European countries as well. To join me in my journey, follow my link tree down below. In the link is housed my social media platforms along with my website and newsletter. Peace!
1 week. It's hard to believe. I don't even know what to think. I mean, 1 week from today, I'll be on a flight to my new home. I packed up everything. Sold my car, my bed, dressers, my desk, and now I'm moving. This has been a dream of mine for 7 years. And it's finally time. Guess what arrived today? That's right. Business cards. Here's the front. Here's the back. Looks pretty good. Pretty proud of this. Website, bam, good stuff.